Marcus Aurelius Meditations on the Modern Barbarian, 10 Rules for High-Level Survival. The world of 2026 is becoming a wilderness of a different kind. It is no longer about surviving the elements. It is about surviving the chaos of a collapsing social order, the predatory nature of the digital economy, and the spiritual decay of the masses. Most people are becoming civilized slaves, comfortable, dependent, and easily broken. But Marcus Aurelius lived in a time of plague and war, and he knew that to stay whole, you had to become a modern barbarian. Today, we are looking at the 10 rules for high-level survival. We are learning how to be in the world, but not of it. We are building the strength to thrive where others merely panic. Pay close attention to rule number 5, because it defines the difference between a victim and a sovereign, and rule number 1, which is the ultimate secret to surviving the 2026 reset. If you are ready to stop being a civilized target and start being a sovereign force, hit that subscribe button now. Now, let's begin with number 10, the rule of self-sufficiency. The modern barbarian does not rely on the system for his survival or his sanity. Marcus Aurelius believed that the mind is a kingdom of its own. He was the emperor of Rome, yet he lived as if he could lose it all tomorrow. In 2026, dependency is a death sentence. Whether it is your income, your food, or your dopamine, if it is controlled by someone else, you are a slave. High-level survival starts with cutting the umbilical cord to the machine. You must be able to produce more than you consume and think more than you are told. The more you need from the world, the more the world owns you. Sovereignty is the only safety, but to stay sovereign, you need number 9. The cultivation of physical stoicism. A weak body cannot support a strong mind. Marcus Aurelius was not a philosopher in an ivory tower. He was a soldier who slept in the mud. He knew that the flesh must be trained to obey the will. Modern life is designed to make you soft, slow, and sick. The modern barbarian rejects this sedentary trap. You train your body not for aesthetics, but for utility. You move, you lift, you endure. When you can master your physical pain, the stress of the 2026 market looks like a joke. If you cannot control your own body, you have no hope of controlling your fate. Strength is the foundation of character. That brings us to number 8, the discipline of the ghost move. Barbarians don't march in straight lines. They move through the brush, unseen. In the digital era, being seen is being tracked. Most people broadcast their location, their wealth, and their opinions to the entire world. The modern barbarian practices the ghost move. You operate in the shadows of the 2026 economy. You build your empire, you secure your assets, and you execute your plans without leaving a digital footprint. You are a ghost in the machine, moving while the masses are still arguing over the news. Silence is your greatest tactical advantage. Don't let them see you coming. Now, number 7, the rejection of modern superstition. Every age has its gods. Today, the gods are the science, the algorithm, and the consensus. Most people follow these blindly, terrified of being cancelled or wrong. Marcus wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." The modern barbarian is a radical realist. You look at the data, you look at the results, and you ignore the propaganda. You trust your own eyes over the digital screen. Truth does not require a majority to be true. Sanity is a revolutionary act. Now, for the pivot. Number 6, the mastery of strategic isolation. The crowd is a source of infection, not just biological, but psychological. The modern barbarian knows that to keep his mind sharp, he must frequently retreat from the city. Marcus found peace by withdrawing into his own soul. You must find yours by withdrawing from the feed. 2026 will be a year of mass hysteria. Your high-level survival depends on your ability to go off-grid, mentally and physically, to recalibrate your compass. You cannot hear your own wisdom when the world is screaming in your ear. Solitude is where power is born. This leads to number 5, the rule of radical responsibility. A barbarian doesn't blame the weather for a failed hunt. He adapts. Marcus Aurelius taught that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In 2026, losers will blame the economy, the government, or their trauma. The modern barbarian takes 100% responsibility for everything in his life. If you are broke, it's your problem. If you are anxious, it's your problem. The moment you stop blaming, you start solving. A man who blames nothing can overcome anything. Responsibility is the source of all power. This brings us to number 4, the currency of skill. Money can be devalued, accounts can be frozen, property can be seized, but your skills are untaxable. Marcus focused on the art of living, a set of internal skills that made him a leader in any condition. The modern barbarian invests in anti-fragile skills: coding, negotiation, gardening, combat, psychology. These are the things you take with you if you have to leave everything behind. In 2026, your real net worth is what you can do with your bare hands and your sharp mind. Gold is a tool, but skill is the master. Be too useful to be ignored. Now, number 3, the memento mori tempo. The modern barbarian lives with a sense of urgency. He knows that the pax romana, the peace, never lasts forever. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning that his life was a brief stay in a strange land. Don't wait for the right time to build your empire. The right time is the moment before the storm. In 2026, speed is safety. Use the awareness of your own mortality to cut out the fluff, the distractions, and the small talk. Live as if the sun is setting, because for most, it already has. Urgency is the fuel of the elite. Now, number 2, the tribal core. A barbarian alone is a target. A barbarian with a pack is a force. While the world is being atomized and divided, you must build your ghost circle. Marcus valued his loyal friends above his imperial titles. Your high-level survival in 2026 depends on a small group of high-trust individuals. No contracts, no lawyers, just a shared code of honor. This is your parallel society. In the collapse of the system, your only safety is the man to your left and right. Loyalty is the ultimate asset. And finally, the ultimate rule. Number 1. Amor fati, the love of the fight. The final secret of the modern barbarian is that he doesn't endure the chaos. He loves it. Marcus Aurelius looked at the most difficult years of his reign and saw them as his masterpiece. 2026 is not a disaster for the ghost millionaire. It is a proving ground. It is the moment where the weak are filtered out and the sovereigns are revealed. When you stop fearing the barbarian at the gate and realize that you are the barbarian, the game changes forever. Don't pray for a smooth sea. Pray for a strong back and a sharp blade. The world is breaking, and that is exactly where you will thrive. The challenge: identify one modern luxury that you are dependent on today. Ghost that luxury. Turn off the AC, walk instead of drive, or delete the app that wastes your time. Prove to yourself that you are a barbarian who doesn't need the system to survive. If you are ready to thrive in the 2026 wilderness, subscribe to Ghost Millionaire 2026. Comment the word barbarian below if you've claimed your sovereignty today. Remember, the system wants you soft, but the ghost stays sharp. Stay stoic. Stay silent. Build your empire. I'll see you in the next one.